Folks, for many golfers who give their entire lives to the game of golf, this tonight, the induction to the Hall of Fame, is the ultimate honor, which of course is getting recognized by your peers. It's not limited to golf playing professionals, but includes administrators, designers, teachers, amateurs, and patrons of the game.
In the 30s, the amateur golf was dominated by two brothers. It was Jack Waterman and his brother Christian, with the unique achievement of both champion and president of his province and union. And this remarkable man's contribution to the game, as well as his tireless dedication to the game, earned him a deserved induction to this, our Southern Africa Golf Hall of Fame. I'm both honored and privileged to accept this induction on his behalf. Thank you.
In 1929 and 1931, he won the Freddie Tate Trophy. He won the Western Province Amateur in 1932, the EP Border Championship in 1937, and he was the EP Amateur Champion in 26, 27, 28, and 1929. Ladies and gentlemen, our second inductee, Mr. Bernard Wynne.
He was the first real pro in South Africa, and he took to it straight away. He was a great teacher and promoter of the game. He won the SA Open at the Port Elizabeth Golf Club in 1903. He won it a further 2 times thereafter. He set up many new golf courses, and in that he was a course designer and also a course builder. It gives me once again great honor and privilege to accept the induction on his behalf, Mr. Laurie Waters.
This great lady was Maud Tillington Gibb. Nothing that anyone can say about Mrs. Gibbs could possibly be too much. It is hardly possible to exaggerate her greatness. What a magnificent person, and she gave so much to us, and I will gladly accept on her behalf her induction tonight.
I'll stand here accepting my mother's inauguration, knowing how proud she would have been to have been here herself. Mum always used to live by various sayings, and one of them that she lived her life by: a winner never quits, and a quitter never wins. During 1967, she was diagnosed with a disintegrating spine and was told by her local doctors that she'd be lucky if she'd ever walk properly and that her sporting career and life was over. She continued with her golf, winning the South African Championship a further 2 times. Such was the determination that she lived by. And when I look around here this evening at the room, at all the great sportsmen tonight, her words certainly hold true, and that here there are no quitters, however, only winners who do not quit. Thank you.
Despite the fact that she has achieved mightily in women's golf, Gilly has at all times sought to cherish, to maintain, and to promote the ideals, the standards, and the traditions of this magnificent game, of which she has been such a part for well nigh 50 years. I have great pleasure in asking my wife to come up and be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
A very big thank you to the Sid Bruce Heritage Trust and the Induction Committee for giving me this amazing recognition, and my heartiest congratulations to all the inductees this evening. Thank you very, very much.
You have made it. It came in a very different way, but I really appreciate that, and I am very proud standing here that I am one of the top rules officials in this country and representing this country internationally. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Theo said some very good things about me, but I have to thank everybody in the golfing world for what they've done for me You know, at times you feel as if you've been pushed around because, you know, it was a color. And it wasn't that. They were teaching me the finer points of this game. But they dragged me along till this time, and I've got to thank you. Thank you.
I'd like Ian to come up on behalf of his dad and take this award, because Jimmy was mentor and probably the greatest pal I ever had. Ian.
I'd just like to say thanks to Barry. You've done a great job, and everyone else that's involved in the whole event. Thank you.
And I think it's absolutely clear from his performances and as a person, as a golfer, the way he played the game. He was truly an outstanding amateur. And David, we welcome you to the Hall of Fame, and well done.
I must give thanks to my wife Glenda and also my family for all the support that they've given me, which enabled me to play golf at the highest level and to become the most capped Springbok. Thank you very much for this honor.
Alison, you deserve this award. You played your golf up against some very talented competitive players. Just to name a few: Jilly Tebbit, Vicky Holland, Jenny Bruce, and Jackie Mercer, just to mention a few. Congratulations on this honor that has been bestowed on you, and may your legacy live on in the minds of the today's up-and-coming stars.
It's a little scary up here, but I want to say that it truly has been a memorable career. And yes, I won a British Open, but this, I think, takes the cake. It really is very special.
He really was an outstanding player. He won the Border Championship from 1927 to 1936. That's a 10-year period. He won it 9 times. He won the EP Border Championship, beating Bernard Wynne in the final. He then won the EP Championship 3 times, beating Bernard Wynne in the final on each of those occasions. He won the SA Amateur twice. He was runner-up twice. He won the Proudfoot Trophy 3 times, the Freddie Tate 4 times, and the SA Open in 1936. He, in fact, won the Amateur and the Open in 1936, Bobby Locke having done the same thing the year before. And he was also runner-up in the SA Open 37-39. Welcome to Terren Zolander. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure and honor to stand here in front of you. You know, it goes a long, long way. At certain times of my career and years, I said to myself, Shabalala, do what you like most, which was golf. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and pleasure to stand here in front of you and say to you, it has been a long, long wait for this achievement. I thank you.
Well, this man has meant so much to many of the players of the past. So IMG was started with the vision of George Bloomberg. He sat on the board for many, many years. All he wanted to do was to give a young player like myself and many others, Bobby Cole, the grassroots, the foundation to grow their talent. And the likes of the George Bloombergs, they're not too many in this world. So thank you, Uncle George.
Phil is rated in the top half-dozen coaches in the world. So when he talks to you, listen. Doesn't always work, you know. I always say, you know, teaching is easy, but it's hard to learn. But here's a man that makes learning a hell of a lot easier. And I'm not going to say too much more. One of the great coaches, a great gentleman, a man I've loved for a long, long time. Please give Phil Ritson a huge welcome.
Hachi has always been very kind to me and says all these wonderful things. First of all, good evening to everybody, and I'd like to first say, Barry Cohen, you're a superstar. What you've created here is something really special. I'm very humbled to be here. I'm very proud to be a South African, and I thank you very much. And Hutch, you're a star too. Thank you very much indeed. It was great being here, and look forward to coming back soon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I offer my sincere thanks and appreciation to to the Sid Bruce Golf Heritage Trust and the Induction Committee. After 22 years at the helm, I decided it was time for me to retire and spend more time with my family. Valerie has been my lady for 52 years. We have 3 lovely daughters, Karen, Lindsay, and Tracy, and 7 grandchildren. And ladies and gentlemen, I dedicate this night to my family. Thank you very much.
John Bland, great champion, great man, and fully deserves to go into the Hall of Fame. I'd like John to come up as a great pal of mine.
I'm very, very honoured to receive this award, and to everyone here this evening. Thank you for staying up so late and listening to us speak. Thank you.
I think this is necessary in South African sport. It's great to recognise those people who have made such massive contributions. To each and every one of the inductees, well done. Congratulations, you deserve it, and you really have set up a wonderful game for us in terms of the future. Folks, to Barry and his team, and particularly to Oba for hosting it, for the magnificent facility that they're in the process of building. Well done, Barry, and we hope this goes from strength to strength and you realise your vision. I think you've put a huge amount of effort into it, and as the golfing community really appreciate it.
Lastly, I've got a very big thank you, and that's to all of you. If you hadn't come, we wouldn't have had this evening. And you've made it very special. So just enjoy. Thank you very much.